Hey, how are you, Ethan Edwards?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you today?
Good. I'm going to be developing a product throughout this year in an entrepreneurship class I'm taking. I'm working with four other classmates from other local high schools. First, my team and I interviewed 40 kids and parents about their struggles they had with school lunches. One of the common themes we heard was that school lunches and packed lunches tend to be unhealthy and unsatisfying, but it takes a lot of time to pack a different healthy lunch every day. We used some of the recurring problems to come up with an outline of a product that could solve them. Can I show you a little demo and ask you some questions about it?
Sure thing.
Okay. So, we're going to start off right here. So this is what our questionnaire would look like. You can see your shipping options, your customizability, carb count, etc. Okay? So, and this is how it's
hmm
going to work. So, from here, you would click. Oh, okay. So, let's say today is November 8th. I'll click on the 8th. It will show you what options we've got for today. And what I'm going to do now
hmm
is if I want to know more about something, I'll click on that little info button. And what that's going to do is bring me up like the calories, protein, ingredients, all of that good stuff. So when I'm done with that, I'll just press this X right here. I'll add panini with that plus. It's going to show up on the right. And now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to choose what fruit I want to go along with that. Let's say I like oranges, I'll add an orange. And it just goes on and on that same way. For Tuesday, for example, I'll click turkey and mashed potatoes or lentils and rice with the same result as shown.
Okay.
So, what we were thinking for delivery is we would have a table in the front of the school where we delivered the students' lunches. So as they entered the school building, they could pick up their lunch on the way with like no hassle and no space in their backpack. It's like ready to go. It's like Uber Eats
hmm
almost. So this is kind of what it would look like with the rice, the separate sections. And so this is what we're thinking for return. We've got this kind of box right here, and we were thinking we wanted to be eco-friendly. So what we would do is if you gave us the box back to be reused, then you would get a certain percent off like of your next meal. What do you think about that?
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Wonderful.
Um, yeah.
Okay. So, and for pricing, this is what we have roughly so far. For your one meal per week or two meals per week, it's $12.50. But then as you get more meals per week, you get a higher and higher percent off. What do you think of our pricing?
Um, I don't know. I
And
think it looks pretty good.
and you can answer honestly about this. Like, is this something? If this service was on the market right now, would you pay for it?
Honestly, probably not. $12.50 for one meal sounds like a whole lot when I could just buy normal school lunch for just about $3, honestly.
Okay.
Um, it
Oh,
does sound nice to have your thing already there and we can just pick it out, but I don't think it's worth the extra $9 that I would end up spending.
okay. What do you think we could do to make you want this product, to make you want to pay for this?
Hmm. Honestly, just lowering the prices, because I think it's a really good product. I really like what you have going on here. Um, it's just mostly the price. I don't think I could spend a total of $50 a week for food. That
Right.
is a little much for me.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the questionnaire. This is just a general overview slide right here.
hmm
So you could, yeah. Are there any other questions you think we should add in the questionnaire that you think we missed?
Hmm. I don't really want to hold you up just because I'm taking too long to think of
No,
one.
no, it's
So
okay. Okay.
I can't really think of any. I think most questions have been answered. from what I
Okay.
can tell.
Of those questions, would there be any that you would change?
That it would change. No,
No? Okay.
no, not really. I mean, I don't really. Once again, I'm not really sure what to change. I think it sounds pretty good.
Okay. What food options would you want out of a service like this? Like, what would you want on the menu?
Well, from what I liked at the schools from having their foods, I have really liked all the chicken foods they've made. Like their chicken sandwiches were always good. Their mozzarella sticks are also really good, so I'd want those for sure if I had those as a choice.
All right, okay. Of the features that we offered, like carb count, customizability, preferred items, restrictions, what do you think is the most important feature to you?
For me, it's the preferred items most likely because I'm not really someone who pays attention to their diet too much. I mostly just eat whatever I want to eat at that moment. So knowing that I can just pick what I prefer in that moment sounds really nice to me.
All right. And like, if you were to say how important that is to you, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would that be?
Probably be about an 8 or a 9. I don't say 10 because I feel like I might be able to live even if it wasn't there. But having that feature is just extremely nice for me.
All right. What features were the least important to you?
For me, it's probably the dietary restrictions, as I don't fall under a diet. As in, I don't have issues with allergies or need to watch out for stuff, but for other people, I know that's really important. So, probably just that's probably it. The
So,
diet stuff is
yeah.
not really that important to me either, but
All right. So it sounds like it's not important to you, but you don't think we should get rid of it.
right. I personally don't need it, but I know others will, so.
All right. Of our features of like customizability, options, menu, all that stuff, what do you think could be improved?
Um, is it possible to add more options? Because when I looked at what you showed, there was only like 3 or 4 options per section.
Right.
For your foods, I saw here there was turkey, mashed potatoes, egg salad, and lentils and rice. Those are only 3 things, and I feel like by having a bit more choices, people would be able to pick more what they want for that day.
So you say it'd be more appealing if we had just more than 3 options, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And is there any other features that you would add? Any more customizability or personality or stuff like that?
I didn't really see on the right side an X button next to the food item. Like where it says Monday on the right,
Yeah.
it shows the food item there, but I didn't. It would be nice if there was a way to take it off in case I changed my mind or I misclicked.
Right, okay. Um, okay. Well, Ethan, thank you for letting me talk to you about this, and we will definitely make some of the changes you mentioned. Would you be willing to talk about this in the future if I have more questions?
Sure, I don't really see an issue with that.
All right. Thank you, Ethan.
No problem.